everybody. This is SequelCentric. We take a look at follow ups in the media to see how they stack up against their predecessors. I am Sandra, and he is the El Gato Diablo to my kitty Southpaws, Nate. How are things with you?
Good, good. Ready to let the cat out of the bag on this review. How are you doing? Sorry, I know, bad pun or whatever.
Lame. I'm great. I'm excited to talk about the sequel and the character, which is a long history with DreamWorks.
Yeah, we don't have the physical copy of Last Wish, but we got the original there, DVD.
Yeah. Anyways,
Before we wish upon a star, let's welcome any newcomers who have found us, as well as our tried and true regulars. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. You don't want to miss out on any new stuff or any old stuff
waiting
like
for you to punch the mic.
the like the rewatch, SequelCentric rewatch of Shrek 2. Facebook, yeah. Facebook or Instagram is another great way to stay connected with us. We post about upcoming live streams along with movies that you may want to see or have forgotten about, like Scared Shrekless, which it's back there somewhere. And check us out on facebook.com/SequelCentric or no wait, yeah, or Instagram.com/SequelCentric. Man, I should know this stuff by now.
What are you doing over there, you blind bandit? Blinking?
Blinking.
I got some housekeeping for you.
Excellent.
If you're looking for some more sequel-centric content, head on over to patreon.com/sequel-centric. And for one head of a cabbage, my cabbages, you can access extra content like Will It Sequel Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny right now.
Speaking of Patreon, we here at SequelCentric would like to thank our super and outrageous tier patrons for their extra help on this channel, like Marty and Jonathan, as well as our other patrons like Fernando and Chris MacDabby. MacDabby. Chris MacDaddy. Super Dax.
Oh, sorry.
That with studio upgrades like the muff mic and the new monitor.
Am I gonna get the goat?
And the whatever in the background that you can't see the monorail trail for the curtain. Everyone at the super and outrageous tier gets to select a sequel movie like Shrek the Third or a spinoff like Puss in Boots for us to review. Try at those levels today.
Today's sequel movie is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and it's currently on Netflix to watch. What's your history with the franchise? Wait, let me try it again. What's your history with the franchise, which is a spinoff from the Shrek IP from DreamWorks?
Well,
thanks for I had to mansplain it to you.
Thank you. My history with the Puss in Boots franchise or whatever goes back to Shrek 2, which we just ended up doing a rewatch because the first one is just the audio is just horrible. So go check that out. Shrek 2 is where Puss is introduced, voiced by actor Antonio Banderas. Love his wit, his charm, and he shows in this flick that he can do a solo feature. What's your backstory with this side character from the Shrek universe?
Thanks for mansplaining it back to me. It goes back to Shrek 2 when he's first introduced, and they made him to be a strong enough character that he's been able to have his own spin-off series.
Yeah, spin-off movie, and then his Netflix series that's lasted like 3 seasons. So yeah, the quality of animation not as good as the movies, but still, if you got young kids who like these, like the Puss character, there's a lot of development there. I watched a few, not quite for me, but definitely worth a watch if you got kids.
Yeah. So, how about some movie facts?
You got it. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Try it in English.
I will. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, released on December 21st, 2022, rated PG, with a running time of 102 minutes, which was what, just before or just after or right around Avatar 2: The Way of Water. So
Yeah.
they should got a little something for everybody right around Christmas time. Director Joel Crawford, written by Paul Fisher and Tommy Schwerlow.
Swordlow?
Swerlow.
Swordlow. Sword. Unless
Um,
it's like sword where the W is silent.
maybe Swordlow. I don't know.
Swordlow? Sword.
uh, music by, I'm just gonna say, Hector Pietera.
Pereira.
And produced by DreamWorks, distributed by Universal Pictures. A budget somewhere between making and probably promotions, $90 to $10 million, and a box office.
110.
What did I say?
10.
Oh yeah, sorry. 90 to 110 million, with a box office return of 484 million. Not too bad considering post COVID.
Mm-hmm. Uh, for a quick summary for those who haven't seen it or need a recap. Puss in Boots discovers that his passion for adventure has taken its toll when he finds out he has burnt through all of his lives except for one, with his last life hanging in the balance against a big bad wolf, aka Death, pursuing him. Puss. Now I'm doing it.
It's contagious.
Puss sets out on an epic journey to find the mythical wishing star that fell from the sky and restore his 9 lives. Thoughts and impressions?
This is me personally. After the first disappointment of the first Puss in Boots movie being a spinoff from the Shrek franchise, I wasn't in a big rush to watch the sequel, and I think a lot of other people was as well. I was surprised. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Felt it had a better story, better pacing than the first. The movie made me want to actually go back and rewatch the first one, which I actually did about a day or so later, because the first one, this one was so good. I'm like, did I like miss something on the first one? I'd say maybe originally I would tell people to ditch the first one, which I've said in previous, ditch the first Puss in Boots one, but after watching this one, go back and rewatch it. There's a lot of good qualities of the first Puss in Boots movie. What are your thoughts and impressions of this Puss in Boots movie?
At first I wasn't sure if I wanted to see it. Just because I mean, not that they've burned through it.
Well, you did enjoy the first Puss in Boots movie more than I did.
Yeah, I did. And so, I was like, okay, well, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
And, we watched, and it was a very good story. I did enjoy it.
I think it surprised a lot of people.
It did. And, again, they take the fairy tale characters and they give them a little twist.
Yeah.
Like, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Yeah, that one with,
Little Jack Horner.
Little Jack Horner, yeah. But I mean, overall, I did enjoy it. So,
shall we head on over to the pros and cons?
Sure, why not? If that's your MO.
That is my MO. I would say one of the pros I dare say love was all the Easter eggs of the magical items in Jack Horner's office. There were so many.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I think we went back just to, between all the unicorn horns on the wall, plus callbacks to like so many different like the magic carpet bag, which we thought it's like, oh, that's an homage to Mary Poppins and a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't want to ruin everything, but if you go to watch it, just slowly go through it and you'll see countless number of magical items that are in his office, which he also later throws in his bag for later.
Yeah.
When they go to chase Puss.
There you go, doing it again.
Puss down.
Yeah. For me was the version of Death being the big bad wolf.
Yeah, I thought that was a great touch. You don't know about it at first because you think he's a bounty hunter, right?
Right.
But later, it comes aware as an adult that this is, death
I
coming.
kind of picked up on it because of the sword, or was
His
it a
two,
side?
no, he had two sickles.
Yeah, the sickle. I kind of, when I saw those, I was like, oh, I wonder if he's supposed to be deaf.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Um, me, I like the two protagonists, Little Jack Horner, and also Goldilocks and the Three Bears being bounty hunters. Which,
mhm.
this I'm guessing, obviously these three bears are not the three same bears in Shrek One.
Yeah,
So there's
right.
multiple. It does state that this, uh, at least I was led to believe this takes place at when Puss's life flashes before him, and he does see Shrek. But it's weird because at the end of this movie, they're sailing back to far, far away.
Yeah,
So maybe that's leads into the new Shrek movie. Who
maybe.
knows?
Who knows? There was also the homage to Good, Bad, and the Ugly in the final showdown.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see it that way. I was watching some other reviews, and a lot of people brought up the same thing. And I have seen that movie, but only once. So once that someone mentioned I recalled. Yeah, at the very end, you got the three guys in this big ring, and so it's like, yeah. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but that there's that iconic scene that everybody's familiar with
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
that movie. So, um, anything else? That it?
This flick is deep, with thoughts provoking, with many layers like onions. Wait, I screwed that up.
Yeah, you did.
This is deep, thought provoking, and has many layers like an onion.
Like cake. Everybody likes cake.
Unless you're an ogre, then it's onions.
Onions.
I got a catch 22 on this.
Yeah.
There's a new style of animation in certain parts of the movie, similar to Spider-Man Across the Universe.
That was tripping my eyeballs.
And the new TMNT Mutant Mayhem movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, usually it was right around the fight scenes, which was
right.
I don't know if they decided to go with a
Maybe.
different style just to mix it up, but yeah, the first time.
I wonder if it was because it's less expensive.
Probably. But I did like the experimentation because when everything's normal, it's in the normal traditional DreamWorks style. But when they went into the fight scenes and some other stuff, it went to that different style of animation, which I enjoy. But yet it does catch you off guard the first time or two. But by the end of the movie, it you get used to it.
Yeah. Jack Horner was being a little slightly better villain than Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, that's my opinion. I don't know about you.
I can see how you would think.
Yeah. My opinion overall, Humpty Dumpty is a douchebag. Excuse my French. Little Jack Horner just they tell a little bit of his backstory, so you feel a little sympathy for him, but he swings way over.
Yeah.
It's like, well, because spoiler alert, everybody was watching him as on a show, sticking his thumb, pull out a plum, but then you got the dancing Pinocchio was over there, so he viewed I got the short end of the stick because of a magical creature.
Jilted.
Yeah, so he decides to go out and acquire every single piece of magical item, which goes back to his office with everything, like with the King Midas hand and everything else.
How about any cons?
I kind of mentioned it in the pros. Seeing the three bears, because it conflicts. There's a conflict of interest with the three bears in Shrek 1.
Right, when they're prison camp.
But I do like this version of the three bears tenfold over the other version,
Right. There were a lot of villains, almost too many.
Yeah.
But somehow they made it.
Yeah.
Made it work.
Yeah. I'm surprised because, based on some other movies, granted they're live action superhero movies like Batman and Robin, Spider-Man 3, but yeah, this is one of those rare cases where I agree with you where somehow it works because of the story that the writers wrote. It works and it gels really nicely.
Yeah.
Um, one huge eye twitch for me, and it's such a minuscule con, but it just made because it made my eye twitch. I had to put it on the con list. The brim part of Puss's hat sticks out longer than any other movies. It's like way out here instead of like kind of like here. So that just every time I saw it, just it made my eye twitch.
Oh, okay. We got some fun facts for you, Nate.
Lay 'em on me, Sandra.
And so Antonio Banderas played another character with excellent sword skills, the Mask of Zorro in 19. Don't give it away before I say it. The Mask of Zorro in 1998.
Yep.
And The Legend of Zorro in 2005.
Great movies with him and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
A Shrek reboot was mentioned in 2020, and there's a Netflix series with several seasons to watch.
Yeah. Checked out some of those Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
Animation quality's dipped a bit, but it's Netflix, not DreamWorks. Probably not a big DreamWorks budget. If you got kids who like the Shrek, like Puss in Boots, I would say it's good.
Yeah. They would enjoy it.
The few episodes I saw, I enjoyed the storyline, but the quality of animation just I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Got any favorite lines?
No, Pickles. The toilet is for people.
Yeah. That's hilarious with the cat lady. So many cats.
So many cats.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the got a favorite scene?
Yeah. When Jack Horner reaches into his magic carpet bag and pulls Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
And confuses him for a dead locust.
Death locust or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Just him. Yeah, I liked one of my favorite scenes is when he called for the baker's dozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically his posse. Yeah, that was great. 13 people, and they're going through the magic flowers or whatever. And they're just eating, and he's just pulling out like the phoenix and uses that as a flamethrower and just pulling stuff out, and he grabs this. Thinks Jiminy Cricket's some sort of death locust or something. But Jiminy Cricket being on Jack's shoulder. Just trying, that's not very nice, because he sounds like Jimmy Stewart a bit, but yeah, that's favorite scene for me. Sandi, shall we head on over to Does It Sequel?
Instead of asking me, why don't you just ask me?
Sandi, does it sequel?
Nathan! Yes, it does. For me. And I have some more words to say.
Excellent. Lay 'em on me.
It does sequel. It kind of ties all of the other stories together. There are not flashbacks, but what's the word?
I don't know. Callbacks. I don't know.
Callbacks. Mentions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it again, it's a continuation. It's like another chapter.
Yeah.
In the Shrek universe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me.
For me, this sequels as well. It has all the action and charm of the first one, but the story just works way better for me. Plus, the bad guys work as well. I think it's more cohesive for a sequel to a spin-off to a franchise that hasn't been around for a long time. If you're a Shrek fan, buy it. But for everybody else, watch it. What verdict would you give it?
I would say watch it, and I would agree with you. If you're a Shrek fan, you have the rest of them. I would buy it.
Yeah.
But
everybody else,
just watch it.
Yeah.
Today's episode of Does It Sequel is brought to you by Mia Bella's Natural Wax Candles and Melts. Made with natural, clean, burning palm wax, top-of-the-line quality scents. and all cotton self-trimming wicks. These candles burn cleanly and evenly, no black soot on the jars or in the air. Available in over 80 different fragrances, with new scents being released every month. It makes a perfect addition to any room or as a special gift for any holiday or occasion. A link to the online store will be in the description below this video.
That's it for today's review on Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Post your thoughts and comments below on this sequel flick, the Netflix TV show, or any other Shrek movies or specials. What do we have on the calendar for next month, Sandi?
We have a bunch of stuff we've been working on. We have
Blade.
Blade 2 or 3. We haven't decided yet. Maybe both.
Maybe Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Beverly Hills Cop 3. We just watched the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves last night, so yeah, we're gonna probably do that one soon. And one that I'm still working on, but things keep coming up and interrupting, is Christmas Story Christmas. I promise I'm gonna get it out before the end of the year.
You hear that, Duff?
I promise. I'm on it.
Don't forget wow.
It's been a challenge.
Don't forget to check out our other content on YouTube and Patreon, and you can listen to us on podcasting apps.
Although I'd like to add, it would have been done, but somebody deleted the file.
That would be me.
And I had to start over.
You can listen to us on other podcasting apps like Amazon, Google, and TuneIn Radio.
And until next time, ask yourself this one question.
Does it sequel?
Bye!